Now, data mine maps and what they tell us.
Yeah, time for spoiler territory.
What's the grand time adventure?
We don't know, but we have some hints.
Because here's Asmerloth.
Yep.
With Mergs and Burgle.
Yeah, so open it up and see if we can see what these things are called.
Open it up?
Yeah. Just hit original or click it or they'll get a zoom so we can read.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, none of these really match up at all.
Yeah, I know. It's all Murlocs.
Yeah, I was gonna see, was Dragonblight sound anything like Dragonblight? No, it doesn't.
So there's something going on here because there's another one here.
Yeah. That's a Murgle version or Murloc version of Azeroth.
Yeah.
And now we also have another map attached to the Grand Time Adventure. Nyalotha, the Black Empire. Which obviously just looks like Nyalotha, but maybe it's a real version and not a weird dimensional portal version that we saw. That was kind of not really real, but kind of real maybe. So
who
that's
knows?
Interesting.
Yeah, weird. We've got the Knoll War.
Yep, which is set in there. Now I will notice it is very interesting that is the new Elven Forest map with all of the burned down thing. But that's just me being nitpicking. But that's, Grand Time Adventure. We're clearly going to different, maybe not for very long, but for long enough for them to put together some new maps like they did with the Asmurgle stuff.
There's one for the Great Sea.
Yeah.
What the hell could that be?
Yeah, and also the Pandaren Revolution.
That's deadly. Primalist tomorrow, so that's like end times for our antagonists. The War of the Shifting Sands. Mm-hmm. So that's all the foundational AQ lore.
Yeah, so those are the ones that are, again, that's the case where that's like, if we actually were going back in time, it wouldn't be the ruins of AQ, but it would be AQ. But the idea is we're definitely going to have some form of Grand Time Adventure, and it'll be kind of probably scenario based. I can't imagine we'll be spending too much time anywhere here because it seems like a lot of content otherwise, but it looks like we're going to get to see different timelines and different stuff happening, which is like, if they can do justice of going, here's how the War of the Shifting Sands ended up, even going back for a brief second and seeing all those NPCs fight and stuff would be really cool. Same with the Knoll War, if you get to see old characters that are kind of kicking about around that time. Pandaren Revolution, getting to see that happen live is just kind of, that stuff that's really kind of, here's something cool. And it also opens up things like, because they did that with War of the Ancients in
Kata.
Yeah. I was going to say TBC, that's not right at all, in Kata. And that, I really enjoyed that personally. I really enjoyed that because I like the book stuff. So obviously these aren't book happenings, these are just historical events. And if you're not going to use time to see cool historical events happen, then what's the point? And then obviously we've got that one alternate reality, which would be Murlocs. And that's just all just actually just kind of top tier cool in a way. Assuming it actually isn't just complete, you teleport into the instance and then there's 4 lines of dialogue and you teleport back out. So I'm hoping it actually does mean there's actually good content. But, good stuff. The Murloc Dragonflight may be a placeholder for the fight against Galcorn. Maybe, but I imagine they just wouldn't make the map. As opposed to actually go to the point of calling it Asmerloth. Although it is Azmerloth, which is, you'd probably say Asmer-U-R? No, I suppose E for Azeroth. I don't know, I'm fucking talking shit. But yeah, Chaos Dungeons and Murlocs. Yeah, hopefully this is cool stuff. But this is one thing that we're probably going to do in Temple Zero that we haven't had any hint of yet. Which is great. Oh,
man. Yeah.
Scroll down for a second. Oh. Because there's a couple other things.
Yes, the seamless world transition. What the hell could that be?
So I don't have the specifics down right, but in Shadowlands they started testing tech, and it was actually in the live build of not loading if you didn't go far enough. So you notice sometimes you'll not load after teleport and it feels a bit janky. Sometimes you'll load after teleport, you'll be like, that's normal. But it seems like they're testing stuff more specifically in terms of, because there's a instant scenario and normal types there for the continent. So that must be them trying to see, can we actually preload an instance based on the fact we know you're going in there, then we don't have to load you in. Which is obviously, that's super, super generic stuff that every video game uses. Preloading, and then technology is getting better so you can load more stuff and have it there. Which is obviously the difference between, playing any games from the PS4 generation and it's all just squeeze throughs. I love playing Jedi Fallen Order again on the PS5. It feels great doing squeeze throughs. But yeah, there's also Yeah, the 10.1 map that they accidentally leaked.
Yeah.
That's
So
certainly
this is
something.
Dragon Isles Underground. Warning, must be kept flagged development map until 10.1.
Oops.
Oops.
They leaked 10.1.
We're going underneath the Dragon Isles for 10.1.
Yeah, which is where a lot of people's fucking, what are they called? Their speculations kicked into gear. And you start off with, well, we know the boss of the Vault of Incarnates. It's the Air and Lightning Primal Incarnate. Then we're going underground.
Earth and Fire.
Must be Earth and Fire down there. Which kind of means it looks like we're set up to not be a, hey, there's a threat. You solved the threat. We need to invent a new threat. It seems to be more a classical stage of, you're going to go fight these incarnates. You fight the first incarnate, you fight the other incarnates. Maybe other stuff starts to happen in the middle. Maybe, you know, Galakrond makes a surprise appearance. Maybe Murazon does. And then you're kind of getting through that loop of, oh yeah, okay, this is a plot that isn't going to take 7 left turns. Ideally, hopefully. But also underground means more zones. And I think an underground patch zone would be really, really cool compared to, it's another island somewhere.
Yeah, we normally don't get that.
Yep.
So, yeah, neat. And I suppose just think about what that could, what that could mean. I guess maybe a 10.1 is that. Then a 10.2 is like a Morazon. A 10.3 is a Galakrond. We have 4 raid tiers in a normal length expansion.
That would be nice.
Maybe that will happen. Who knows? But did Blizzard just leak 10.1? In a way, accidentally.
And also it might not be 10.1. It might end up being something different.
Yeah.